Imagine having some of the symptoms of COVID-19 but not being able to get tested. It's what's happened to a local mom and her 8-year-old daughter, who is now telling her story for the first time. WCPO 9 News reporter Lisa Smith talked to her and others who say more COVID-19 test sites are on the way.
Anna Mallory says it was sudden and unexpected on April 3rd.
It was instantaneous, where I just felt horrible. It had taken over my whole body.
With a high fever, violent coughing, and other symptoms, Mallory immediately suspected coronavirus. So did her doctor.
And she said, "You are presumptive for it. Do not come. If you come, we will not let you in. And in fact, you cannot be tested. You do not qualify to be tested." That was so disheartening. At that point, I burst into tears, like, "There's nothing you can do for me?" And she said, "We cannot help you. Treat with Tylenol."
This is the first time Mallory, wife of Joe Mallory, local community leader with the NAACP, has publicly told her story. Her husband wasn't infected, but their 8-year-old daughter was.
The first night, I didn't really know what was going on. I just felt really tired and my stomach hurt a lot.
Her fever lasted 10 days. She also didn't qualify for a test.
The issue of testing has been a national issue in crisis.
Renee Mahaffey-Harris with the Center for Closing the Health Gap says there is also concern about the availability of testing in minority and underserved areas. In Ohio, updated guidelines released last week by the State Department of Health now include racial and ethnic minorities with underlying conditions for priority testing.
The tier 1, 2, and 3 is changing a little bit. I think nationally, we're learning that there is more testing available.
This week in Lawrenceburg, Indiana, a walk-up site opened for targeted populations. Meanwhile, federally qualified health centers like Crossroad and Over the Rhine are working to establish drive-through test sites in the coming weeks to target hot spots in the city and county and minority populations.
We've had more minorities, more Hispanic population. They're a smaller part of our population, but they've represented about 50% of our positive tests.
Meanwhile, the Mallorys are recovering but concerned.
If this virus gets any further out of hand, I worry about the devastation it's going to cause.
Lisa Smith, WCPO 9 News.